When many of you think of a Minecraft farm, for the early game that is, you are probably thinking of something like this or this. Something really geometric, like not too simple, not too like advanced, basically. Something that you can really just put a lot of your wheat in just to get yourself some basic food supply. You're really not thinking about looks too much. So you're thinking, how am I going to make something look good in the first few days in Minecraft? I don't have resources. How am I supposed to do this? Well, I'm going to show you something that's really easy to do in Minecraft in the first day or two of the game, right when you're getting started. So let's get straight to it, shall we? So we have here, if you look at my hotbar, a bunch of oak-related materials. And of course, we have the wheat. I don't know why I have eggs. I probably picked it up from the chickens that are sitting around. But if you look at this, we have oak. Now, what's special about oak is it's probably one of the most readily available woods other than birch in the entire game. And if we go ahead and we just get a basic shape going, I say just go with whatever shape you end up doing first. Just basically let it flow, let it go, and eventually you will end up with a shape you like. You're going to need about a certain amount of space around it, but you don't need to have too much space. There you go. We have a very basic shape going. Now let's say you want a different crop to go with it. You don't want all your things in one spot. Well, that's why you have this, random shape. You actually, by doing this random shape, you unlock the ability to go ahead and just repeat the shape over. Very easy to scale this style. And we haven't even started with the actual raising it up. This is just showing you how to do two crops at once. We just, let's put one more right there for the fence gate. So of course, once you have this, we just put the fence gates like here and here, okay? Now, what you do is you take your wood. It can be oak, it can be spruce, it can be, hey, you don't even need to do wood. You can do a cobble. If I was to fill this all with cobble right quick, I just used slash fill the cobble all this. It would still look just as fine. But we're going to do, we're actually going to raise it up a second block level. Why are we raising it a second block? It's actually because it allows you to enter and not be ambushed by mobs every time you go to your farm. Is this going to require more oak? Yes. The thing though, as I said, oak is readily available, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem for most players, and probably not you either. So what we're going to do again, just bring that around, and we should be good. Now what I would advise you do after this is try and mess up the actual shape of it a little bit, just to get some variety in there. It will look very good when you're done, and you will be very thankful that you did. So just like that, we have some shape variation, and we can bring it up over to here and continue moving around. Now, once we have done all this, we can just go ahead and handle the next step. Let's, of course, let this cow out. Let's handle him. Going out here. Okay, thought by hitting him he would jump out the thing, look for the nearest exit. Okay, now he did. There we go. So the next thing we're going to do is, of course, figure out where we want our water. Now, you don't need to have a bunch of water sources. Remember, water affects 8 by 8 area. So in this whole thing, we should realistically only need 3 waters, and just try and scatter them. Don't have them all in the same thing. I mean, I managed to put them all in that weird grid shape, but you don't have to do that. Let's also try and make it to where we don't have things too weird shapely there. And we got all that. We don't want to get rid of any of the grass inside of it because we can't turn that into farmland. And we should be good right about there. So now you can see we have all that done. We just need to figure out where we're going to do our lighting, because lighting is the biggest issue here. The thing, though, is if we continue with our oak, we actually already have spots for our lighting. So we don't even need to do lanterns. We take our torches, which where even are they right now? There are our torches. We can go ahead and light this up by putting a torch inside the walls at different intervals. And then, of course, we aren't going to leave it like that, don't worry. We are going to put something else there as well. Let's actually not put it right there because that is a weird shape right there. But you want to try and put it in an area that's a bit wider like that. You can, because it makes it easier to conceal. So like here would be a good spot. And suppose you want to do it on both sides. You could go right here and cover this side up. Knock out this block and put another there. Continue around until you think you've probably hit all the spots. This will both stop spawns inside your farm and also, of course, make it to where your farm is a bit easier to deal with when it comes to things growing even at night. So now we've handled all that. What are we going to do? There's this big weird gap over there. Well, we're sticking with our oak theme. We just go straight with our trapdoors, cover it up. Because it's over one block above the ground, we actually don't have to worry about it obstructing the crop growth. So we just cover it up again on all these different sides until it has all been covered up. And there we go. Those ones are done. We just need to finish this next oop right here. And it allows you to literally have it within the thing. And there you go. Bring this one around. And on to the last one. So, naturally, the next thing we need to do is we need to plant it. So once we've planted everything, we will definitely need something else to place here. So where are we going to store all the wheat once we have gathered it? Well, that's a different situation, and we can actually do that very simply without having anything that's out of place. So let's go ahead and grab our very simple chest. You don't need a barrel, you don't need a chest. If you can get a barrel, I do advise a barrel. Because a barrel is only a thing of slabs, so you can definitely make it with a crafting table. But for the sake of simplicity, we're going to go with a chest. Wherever I can find a chest, though, because I seem to have forgotten my way around the creative menu. And there it is, we have ourselves a chest. So in order to stay organized, I would say to get one chest for your wheat and one chest for whatever else you're going to grow. So let's put our wheat in here. Then if we were to grab another, we can say we want our carrots. Let's go for something simple, carrots. So if we were to plant our carrots right here, you would simply go ahead and just till all this soil, turn it into farmland, and then you just plant your carrots, and you can just put it all in the same block, right there, the little same chest. And genuinely, this is a very simple farm to make. Doesn't require any real more effort than the other farms. And as you can see, I'm letting it turn night because I want you to see what it looks like even at night. You won't have any mobs spawning in here. It's a very simple thing to build. And that's honestly the most elegant part of it. As you can see, we have a pig that is casually going and messing with our farm. We're trying to get him to pathfind out because I would very much like him to. Really, is he just not gonna... Okay, well, he's gone. Oops. But, yeah, you can see that he messed up our farm because he spawned in here. We're not gonna have that issue normally. But we're just going to bring that around over to here, and we are set. But yeah, you can see, as we do that, that we don't have too many things over here. But if you look at it, go outside the thing, this is fully lit up on the interior because of the torches. And you don't see the torches right away, you just see the trapdoors concealing what is honestly not too bad a thing. So, if you enjoyed this tutorial, if you found it helpful, let me know down in the comments, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys found this instructive, and please stay tuned for the next video. See you in the next one.